Hello everybody, welcome back to the front seat. My name is Michael, and last time you saw me struggling with my Saab 96, and well, I did some rust repairs and I was struggling, as I said. I'm not really sure about my work, but I'm learning, and your guys are really helping me out very much. So thank you very much for that. I'm going to attack these rust problems just one by one, and I really have to stress you guys are really helping me out, guys. So thank you for that. Thank you for all the kind words you're saying. It really means a lot to me. I know I'm not a very good welder at the moment, but I'm willing to learn. Well, looking at my work so far, it's not that good, but it will improve, I believe. So I'm just going to attack these problems one by one, and there are a lot of problems, as you know. What I shouldn't have done last time, and you pointed that out, is that I already painted this and put some well, glue and stuff on it. I shouldn't have done that because I still need to weld this in. Same goes here. I already painted this, not very well, but I still need to do this piece. So I need to take it off again, well, at least a very big part. What I think I want to do in the coming weeks is to attack just one small problem per time that I'm filming. So today I just want to focus, I think, on this piece. And if I weld this piece in today, I'm already happy. And slowly this car hopefully will come together. So let's start off with cleaning this area again. Cleaning this area again and the lower part here, because as you pointed out, toxic gases are no joke. Okay, some cleaning has been done. Oh yeah, by the way, this panel is very bad. I didn't notice that there were holes in here as well. So what I think I'm going to do is that I'm going to make one square plate here. Then I'm going to make another little plate that is going to fit over here, and then just weld a plate over here. I know that it wouldn't look very nice, but at least it's solid. I'm going to need this carton of Desperados. All the brands are available. I'm just going to use a little bit of overlap. And wow, it's messy in my garage. It's even more messy than the referee at the World Championships. Anyway, let's cut out that bit over there. I think this is about the way I want it. Just going to bend over this little bit here, so it follows this edge here. Okay, so I'm going to need to bend this little bit here. And for that, I bought this fancy thing. It's huge. And you might be asking yourself, why did you buy such a huge thing? And the answer to that is yes. Yeah, I could just weld it in like this, but I don't think that's very nice. Let's try to improve it just a little bit. The level making works fine on this side, but a little bit less fine on this side. I'll need to work on that a little bit, but thanks to this level, I can now slide it in a little bit more nicely. At least that was the idea. Okay, let's see if we can hot glue that together. But first, of course, I need to treat this material because of the zinc stuff that's on it. So let's take that away and then we can weld. Okay, there we go again. I'm a little bit better protected now. So let's put on the mask. At least it's in quite strongly, so that's good. I'm going to clean it, I'm going to sand it down until it's straight again, and then I'm going to make this piece, I think. This actually gives me a very nice chance to try out a new tool that I have. It's called a nibbler, and it does this. It works on the compressor. You can cut out this bit very quickly without using the angle grinder. Well, it kind of works. The nibbler tool, by the way, is not that expensive. It costs 30 euros, so I thought it was a great investment. Now let's see if we nibbled any good. Not that good yet. I'm gonna lose this bit here, bit over there. Okay, the second plate is ready to go in. Okay, well, I think for my standards, yeah, it doesn't look very nice. I know it's just a patch which is lying over it. That's not very good looking, but this car is never going to be a showroom car. Just wanted to, well, live. Okay, I've made a new plate here. And for this next part, I'm going to have to lay under the car very awkwardly. I welded my hammer. Okay, everybody. There is finally some good news. So the good news is that I have painted this part, and I know it doesn't look very good, but I think it's quite solid. Well, it's not actually paint, it's a rust converter. On the inside here too. That is now kind of closed. I will seal it up with some sealant. And then I started working on the right side, and fortunately most of this panel is actually intact. And that's a good thing. So I'll make a plate over here. This part is all fine. Obviously here it's not fine. I'll have to work on that. There are still some points here, but the rest of it is still okay, guys. Finally some good news. So let me just concentrate on this part now. Right, and a new piece has been welded. Same under there, it's not brilliant, but it will work. Let's put some rust converter on it. Onwards to our next piece. Well, everybody, it's now already a few weeks later again. Time goes very quickly. I'm sorry I didn't get to work on the Saab earlier, but well, there were other things that needed attention first. You know, the starlet had to have air conditioning, and then my Volvo broke. So this car doesn't get the priority because, well, it doesn't run anyway. So my running cars need to have more attention. There is more not too bad news over here. This looks actually quite good. I want to take that bracket off there because I want to clean it, and then I will clean all of this stuff here on the front of the where the axle goes. On the lower side here it's also not too bad. It's not great either, but I don't think I'm going to weld it because, well, it doesn't do anything for the structure of the car. Let's see if we can get this bracket out. There we are. Would be nice if they don't snap. Oh, they don't. And they actually come out very easily. At least that one. Oh, wow. That's great. Did not expect that. Nice looking bolts. Good. That's off. There we are. Some Brunux after the wire wool treatment. Okay, it's a bit hard for me to see because it's a very awkward position, but I think this looks quite okay. I'm just looking at the screen with you guys. I think it's ready for a layer of epoxy, except that I need to weld this first because I cannot put any epoxy on there if I still need to weld there, because then it might get hot and the fumes are toxic. So let's weld that first. Okay, I cleared some of the rust away. Let's start off here. This panel is very bent, so that makes it harder to weld, so I'm going to try to hit it with a hammer. I'm going to make a patch over it. Yeah, this is quite hard to reach, I think. Not sure about that. And I'm going to make a patch over here. Not really sure what this is for, by the way. The rest of it looks quite good. Don't look at this. This is already a patch from some time ago. It's also welded over the original panel, so yeah, well, it's okay, it's okay. The panel turns out to be quite strong, which is a good thing, of course. Okay, I made the panel as clean as possible, which cost me my glove, but never mind, I got a few hundred of those. Yeah, let's see if we can make a patch. And also here at the underside I have to make a patch as well. Quite a big patch as it seems, so yeah, and there of course also. I think this will be one patch, like this, and then another one here, and then maybe another one here, and then maybe another one here. And then there's that one, which I'm not sure what to do. Okay, well this panel is now in, and I have to say, It's not too great, but it's not my worst work either. Okay, so I've got a piece of metal here. By means of magic, this should fit over here, something like this, but I want to make this edge here as well. Yeah, it's supposed to be something like this. It's not perfect yet. I'll have to bend it a little bit as I go, but first let's make a few holes in it. This looks weird, but well, let's see if it works. I think the connections are quite okay there. I did clean it all, so I'm not too worried. Ah, the mask is heavy. Okay, I made a patch for this bit here, and as it turns out, I was making holes, but they were already, well, natural holes. So, yeah, don't think I can weld that up again. Well, the patch is on. It looks absolutely horrible, but I did manage to get this closed. And looking at my welds now, I'm getting the strange feeling that I want to eat cauliflower tonight. I don't know why, but okay, let's clean it up a little bit. This is in, and I think that's safe as well. And well, this whole part is now, I think, ready. I'll have to treat it with many materials, such as rust converter, then some primer, then some undercoating. And after that, finally, the rear axle can go back in. Okay, I made up my mind. I welded in this piece as well. Okay, it is the next day and it decided to rain, which makes welding a lot less fun, especially when I'm kneeling in water. Anyway, I cut this bit away. It was this bit. Okay, so far it's kind of working. I'm now cleaning all the stuff, all the materials. It kind of fits, so it's ready to be welded in. But well, unfortunately the weather has turned a bit Dutch, so for now I'm going to stop. Okay, it's a new day and the weather has improved dramatically. So I'm going to weld this in. Well, the patch is in, but it went a little bit wrong, because when I was heating up this bit here, this edge, well, this kind of broke off, which was my first ever weld. So yeah, it was indeed rubbish, but I did it again. It's a little bit better now. Same goes here. I don't want to shave away too much material because, well, it's also strengthening the car a little bit now. Okay, I went ahead. I'm not filming everything anymore because, well, it's very time consuming. Also in the car it's very hot. It's 30 degrees today again. Right now I'm going to make the patch over there. Also what I did is, well, give this some epoxy. I put some epoxy over here. So it's now almost ready for the first layer of primer. And there's more good news on the other side, because this is all painted with some primer now. Because all of this is actually already done. I can hardly believe it. Good morning, it's a new day of welding. It's Saturday morning and, well, I've been an idiot. Since I last welded, it was last Tuesday evening, I just left the trunk open to let the welds dry and the epoxy that I put on there. And then it started to rain. And, well, there has been a collection of water in here. So that's not good. On a positive note, I know that it's watertight because, well, the water didn't go anywhere, just stay there. I've got a lot more to do. I hope I can do that part today. Okay guys, I took away some of this black protecting material and, well, it's looking a little bit grim here. And that's a bit of an understatement. All the panels are gone. This is the only part that's, well, still kind of intact. The inside of the car here is gone. This part is gone. This is very, very rotten. I think I'll have to work with the materials that are left. Like a bit of this panel is still here. I'll have to cut this away, I think. I think that will be better. Cut this away, cut this bit away, and make all of that new. And this panel, this inner panel here, which you can see over there, that hole over there, I think I'll start with that, because that panel is intact again. I can weld from the outside against that panel. Okay, that's that piece welded in. Now I need to do something about this bit. Oh yeah, I also welded this bit in. So I'm going to weld in this little section here. But obviously it already doesn't really fit, so I will try my best. It's not going to be pretty, but well. And I'm in a very awkward position here, which is very annoying. My back is really hurting, but I've had some lunch and a cup of coffee. So wish me luck. Well, it's in. 3 hours later. Don't look too close. It's in. I said it wouldn't be pretty and it's not. But it's in and it's solid. I hurt my finger really bad. Turns out these anti-cut gloves are not anti-saw. On the other side it's in as well. Now let's paint it up and focus on another piece. For instance, this one. Okay, there's now some rust converter on it. As it turns out, I am the most brilliant human being alive. Because if you look at this, there's a hole for the shock absorber. But I completely forgot to make that here. Okay, small update. There is now a hole for the shock absorber. I had to weld this because there was a hole in here. Just welded it up. So the trunk is now held up by this piece of wood. Right, then here, most of it is actually done. But I'm now working on this. This is a big plate because a lot of it is rotten. Also underneath, I'll do that later. This is a panel that was welded in before, and even that panel is now rusting as well. The welds are still very good, but yeah. But overall, we are actually getting somewhere, guys. Oh yeah, and I'm very sorry that it takes so long for me to upload these videos about the Saab, but well, I've been working on this video for more than a month now. It's now the 1st of August, so I'm very sorry, I'm working on it. And what also takes up a lot of time is that I'm keep cutting my finger, so there's now duct tape over my glove. So hopefully I won't cut it again. Okay, it's now a few hours later again, and well, I put some sealant in between there. I painted all of this black with black primer. This has been welded up, this has been welded up, this has been welded up. Here on the lower side I welded this plate in, which is one big plate. That's been welded up there. And something is dawning on me, because I really wanted to end this video with putting a rear axle in and putting the car back on its wheels. But I can't do that yet. Partly because I don't have all the parts that I need for the rear axle to be reassembled, and partly because, well, I have to do some more work before the rear axle can go back in, including there and there. So I think actually putting the rear axle back in will be the next video. But for now I'm going to continue with these rust holes. I still have to do that. I'm still not sure what to do about that. Okay, I've now welded in this patch, which looks, well, quite okay, I must say. I also welded up this, which looked like a small rust hole, but in the end it was a very big rust hole. Same here, it's a little bit smaller. And now I really am out of gas, so yeah. It's Sunday afternoon and I can't go to the shop right now because they're closed. So I'm afraid that this will sum up this video. I have to say, I think we are getting somewhere. Of course, not all the welds are perfect, but it's already a lot better than it was. Most of it I think is quite solid. And yeah, looking at all the work that I've done so far, I must say I'm quite pleased. I am really not looking forward to these bits, as I said before. If anyone has a great advice on how to tackle those, please let me know. This already looks quite good. This end of the car is already done, I think. Off camera I will continue to do some rust repairs. So yeah, this video was totally dedicated to rust. As you know, I don't really know where the video is going to end when I begin the video. So yeah guys, I'm going to stop for today and I'm going to stop for this episode. I'm a mess. The car is still also a mess, but I'm having fun. I've got a feeling that I'm getting a little bit more comfortable with the welding machine. And as I said before, please keep the good advice coming because, well, it means a lot to me. Next time, hopefully, we'll get to the point that the car is going back on its 4 wheels, getting the rear brake sorted, getting the rear axle sorted, and maybe more, who knows. Thank you very much for watching guys, and see you again next time. Bye bye.